Governor Samuel Diodene Ivaha Dibois backpedals decision authorizing commercial bikes to circulate till midnight instead of 8 p.m. At an evaluation meeting, Governor Ivaha regrets the excesses of some recalcitrant security officials from 3,500 francs to 10,000 francs. Low-income households lamenting on how to provide Christmas chicken for their family. Ramsey Jr.
So 1 week ago, and following an uptick in scenes of urban violence and general insecurity across Cameroon's commercial hub Douala, administrative authorities took measures restricting the nocturnal activities of motorbike taxis, as well as the operational time for bars and other drinking spots. Now, pressured with complaints from the same motorbike riders and bar owners, the governor of the littoral region has hit the back pedal. D. Maureen reports.
Littoral governor finally bows to pressure from denizens and businessmen and adjusts to earlier security measures aimed at arresting growing criminality, particularly the phenomenon of Lemi crop. Governor Ivaha has revealed his position. Bike riders will now stop work by midnight to 6 a.m. Samuel Diodene Ivaha Dibois was speaking at the first evaluation meeting almost a week after the first measures described as draconian.
We brought now the length of 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. to the new level of midnight to 6 p.m.
While acknowledging excesses of security men in the execution of the gubernatorial injunction, he disclosed 1,280 motorcycles were seized from recalcitrant bike riders and dumped at the municipal scrapyards of the 5 subdivisions and police stations. Bike riders could again lay hands on their bikes upon payments of impoundment fees and presentation of their valid documents. First security measures has been rated at 80% success, but it's not the same with bars and off licenses. Governor Ivaha raised concerns on tightened measures, but warns against those still going above legal time, consequently creating nuisance and frustrating the population.
You have to respect the time that the law gave you to make it.
Union leaders of the Association of Bar Owners had earlier deposited their grievances. According to them, earlier measures taken have affected their businesses, pushing some to shut down. They, however, sent forth proposals.
Et que tous les points de vente dans ces zones également soient équipés de caméras de surveillance.
Many continue asking how far will such security measures help address growing insecurity in Douala.
Now, a couple of weeks back, 2 men accused of killing a gendarmerie officer serving the government at the Itetat Brigade in Yaoundé were arrested and dumped behind bars. Eventually, they managed to escape. They have been rearrested at Balmayo and brought back to Yaoundé. Hyacinth Chia.
These are the supposed assassins of Tibab Joel, a gendarme officer murdered in cold blood while on duty at the Itetat Gendarmerie Post in Yaoundé on the night of 27, breaking 28 November 2022. The launch for an immediate search by gendarmerie elements permitted the crackdown of the 2 culprits.
Nous sommes descendus sur les lieux, nous avons procédé à des constatations.
When we rushed down to the scene, we examined certain indices that permitted us to nab the concerned, who were in detention. Junior Anbeyene, who was arrested for parading himself as a military man.
John Maila.
An unbelievable act, as the 22 and 32 years old narrate the tragic incident. That evening, we decided that we were going to break the cell. So when we succeeded to break out, we thought of rendering the gendarme officer unconscious. That could permit my cellmate to take his fake military card and the telephone. So he took the big battery, and I the small one, and we hit on the gendarme's head. And these are the killer car batteries that squeezed life out of the young uniformed man, the motive for killing him. We were afraid that he could come after us, so we had to put him down. I take the cross for the action. They remain behind bars here at the Gendarmerie Legion Center to answer for their crimes.
Now let's head off to Bafia, still in the central region, where attempts by 3 students to have the sizes of their buttocks enlarged have apparently turned sour. In fact, we gather that after injecting substances of dubious origins and fabric into their butts, the girls all ended up at the emergency services of the district hospital in Bafia. Here's Beatrice Ngamo.
Cries from the biting pains as their buttocks have swollen with pus. Scary horror situation of 3 students with deteriorating bum cheek at the Bafia district hospital. The story is that they injected Maggie cubes diluted in water with the objective to enlarge their buttocks. The parents still in fear, shock and disbelief. The eldest, 16-year-old Charlotte, is a lower sixth student at GPHS Bafia, while 14 years old Pauline and Edwige are from 3 students of GTHS Bafia. Adolescents with wild, crazy initiatives with dreams of having bouncing, attractive bum cheek. The magic recipe was given them by a classmate, the family home, their laboratory. We took half cube, put in a cup, added water, then collected in a syringe. I first injected myself, then the others. 10 after 10 using the same injection and its content, the satisfied selves, but the outcome, not what they desired. Urgent surgery imperative to take out the great quantity of pus. It was done, and about 500 milliliters were removed, according to the medical team, from each buttock. After surgery, the 3 students are out of danger. As of now, they are out of danger, but they need proper post-operation care alongside psychosocial follow-up. Administrative authorities of the area offered all they can for the health experts to go to the end of their mission, advising the youth to refrain from such life-threatening adventures in the name of beauty or fashion.
A couple of weeks ago, Trade Minister Luc Magloire at Tanganambarga warned of the looming possibility of chicken scarcity across Cameroon's markets on the eve of the festive season. Barely 5 days to Christmas. The prediction is apparently coming to pass as traders grumble over supply shortfalls and consumers worry over rising prices. Gladys Sambo reports.
From indigenous to white chicken breasts, the prices have witnessed an incredible rise. And this chicken sector of the Douala Central Market, where we visited this December 19, buyers are overwhelmed.
The chicken this year, I think it's time to steal it, like what we bought last year. Because I'm just on buying chicken now. The chicken I bought last year for 2,500 is like 5,000. And I have to arrange with her because she's somebody my customer. But to give me for 5,200.
The stalls are almost untenanted. Traders complain the table belts are in limited supply and blame the scarcity on lack of day-old chicks and the high cost of chicken feed. The prices have increased by at least 1,000 francs CFA per chicken. This is due to rising price of chicken feed. A bag of feed that cost 14,500 CFA francs in the past now sells at 22,000 CFA francs. The birds are scarce. To have supply, we have never witnessed a year as difficult as this. We were told chicken of this size now sells at 6,000 CFA francs, up from 3,500 francs CFA. Indigenous chicken vendors who receive supplies from the west and northwest regions lament They are in constant shortage in supply due to the state of the roads. Stalls of the chicken sector of the Douala Central Market were recently destroyed, leaving the vendors frustrated. Most of them now lack space to exhibit and keep unsold fowls.
Now let's usher you elsewhere now, because Bekomo is a locality in the Bamuso subdivision on the Bakassi Peninsula. Now for several months, inhabitants out there have been living in constant fear. In fact, rapid erosion in the area is threatening the lives and livelihoods of many. On the sidelines, calls are mounting for the immediate construction of an embankment to arrest the situation. Ines Ondoambala reports from the Bakassi Peninsula.
The population of Bamuso subdivision in the Bakassi Peninsula have called on the government to urgently construct an embankment in the Bekomo fishing port. If nothing is being done, the area will be wiped out by erosion. Adding to this challenge is the lack of potable water and other basic amenities. Municipal authorities say they will leave no stone unturned in bringing development closer to the people of Bamuso subdivision. The over 700 million francs CFA voted as council budget for the year 2023 will enable Samuel Meme and his team to alleviate poverty and to strive for the well-being of the local population.
We are moving from construction, just constructing more infrastructures, but we want to go into developmental programs. Income generating activities. So most of our budget is oriented towards income generating activities, things that will bring money back to the council. So that is our focus for 2023, so as to increase the revenue of the council. Not only relying on state subventions through FECOM, CAC, and other related taxes.
To meet with the expectation of the population in 2023, Bamuso Council will embark in income-generating activities.
We've had a lot of difficulties in the past paying salaries of staffs, and we thought that we should deliberate in the last budgetary session for 2022.
We are here because of the populations, because of the people who are living there. If they are not there, then there is no need for us to exist. So we need to do everything possible to see that we maintain those people in those particular places.
The population of Bamuso joined their voices to that of administrative authorities to salute the ongoing council developmental project, among which is the construction of the slaughterhouse, municipal grandstand, bridges, council chambers, just to name these few.
Ines Ondoambala reporting there. Now, Lionel Messi and his Albi Celeste mates are expected to be treated to a resonating welcome Tuesday when they touch down in Buenos Aires. Argentina recorded history when they overcame France in that thrilling final match of the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. How did they get there? Stephanie Chin has a couple of answers.
A victorious end of the Qatar 2022 World Cup tournaments for the Argentines.